From our studios at historic Arnold's Park Amusement Park, it's Okoboji Broadcast with Jeff Thee. Welcome to Okoboji Broadcast, everybody. I'm Jeff Thee, standing outside here on Broadway in Arnold's Park, just in time for the 87th Okoboji Bible Conference.
That's right.
Jon Pausley's here with me. Thank you, my friend, for inviting me.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for coming back. Appreciate it. Yeah.
And I'm not the only one coming back.
That's right. That's right. Everybody's coming back.
Everybody's coming back for the Bible Conference.
Yeah.
We kick things off tomorrow.
Saturday.
Or Saturday.
Saturday night.
Yes,
Saturday night
Saturday.
at 7:15. We start off with a concert here in the Tabernacle right behind us with Selah is going to be here. They're a great musical group out of Nashville. Been around a long time. Great worshipful music. 3 singers that come in and just do a tremendous job. So we're sure excited to kick it off this year and for the 87th year.
Yeah. And that'll kick things off on Saturday, as you said, and that's certainly not the end. I mean, it's a big week of lots of worship, you know, people connecting and so
teaching
forth.
And learning and just all sorts of opportunities.
And for the whole family.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
nursery through adults.
Yes.
Yeah, we say birth to death. Yeah, we got it covered.
That does cover pretty much everything.
Runs the spectrum.
Well, also, I think also eternal life. I mean, I think that's
right. That's right. It's part of it too.
That's part of it too.
Yeah.
Well, as we move out of Saturday, get things kicked off.
Right.
What can we expect,
Sure.
John?
So the rest of the week, we've just got things going on all week long. So Sunday is a little bit different than our normal Monday through Friday programming. So Sunday morning, if you started to come early at 9 o'clock, you could pray with us in the chapel back behind me here. And then at 10:30, there's a service in the Tabernacle, a Sunday morning service. So we got our worship team comes in and does a great job. That's here in the morning at 10:30. And then tomorrow, or Sunday night, down in Preservation Plaza, Sanctus Real is going to be down there. They're another group out of Nashville. You've probably heard them on the radio if you've heard any Christian radio. And they're just a great group. They're coming down to be able to give us a concert in the park. Yeah. That was a beautiful thing out of COVID. Last year we moved our concert to the park.
Isn't it funny the silver linings that did come out of the pandemic and the park invited you to come on down and have worship down there and music and honestly, in the Preservation Plaza, lots of room to spread out.
Yeah, and it just worked out so well. We said, what a great way for people to just come and experience something they're used to being at. You know, people are used to being down in the park. Maybe they're not as used to coming to the Tabernacle.
Right.
So if we can bless the community with a concert and be able to just invite people to come and enjoy that, and what better location along the shores of Okoboji. So,
and I don't know if it was your timing, God's timing, whatever, but as we record here this morning, a little bit of relief in the weather anyway for those coming this week.
You know what? We believe in God answers specific prayers, and we've been praying very specifically that a beautiful evening will be had down at the concert in the park. And so far, the weather forecast looks like those prayers are being answered.
Oh, yes, indeed. It's going to be actually very pleasant to come on down.
So a beautiful evening down there.
Yeah, so Sanctus Real on Sunday night, Preservation Plaza. What time does that get started?
7:15.
7:15.
7:15 down there. And again, everything we do is by free will donation. So anybody can come. You don't feel like you have to register in advance.
Right.
You can come to one event during the week. You can come to all of them. And you can just simply show up. We invite people to do that. So.
And that's nice, you know, that the people can just show up. You don't have to go through the whole...
Nope, no advance everything to do. If you're going to have your kids come during the week, we'll have a little registration when they get here. But other than that, we just want you to be able to come and participate in what you feel the level you want to participate in. So really, we kind of feel it's like an Okoboji feeling. No pressure. You just kind of come when you want.
We're all on Okoboji time
that's
here.
Right.
We love that.
Yeah.
And of course, you know, during the week, you've always got such great motivational speakers and spiritual speakers. And what does that look like as we go through
so Monday
the week?
through Friday programming at 9 o'clock in the morning starts what we call our morning Bible hour. Scott, author and podcast host Sky Jatani is going to be here in their Tabernacle from 9 to 10. It's a great morning to just learn about the topic of prayer this week. Is what we're talking about. And simply answering the question, what if Jesus was serious about what he said about prayer? What would that look like? So we're going to tackle that from 9 o'clock. And then at 10 o'clock until noon is when all of our kids programming kicks off. So from nursery happens during the morning Bible hour too, but 10 o'clock till noon from nursery all the way through high school, we've got programming for students, and it's from 10 to noon. Great speakers, great music for these kids, crafts, videos, just opportunities to connect and learn. And we're actually going to be doing that in the old middle school building across the street.
You let in my next question. Is everything on campus here, or are you still using the middle school across the street?
Owner Neil Slater was a lot of us use the middle school building across the street. We're grateful for that, and so it's just working works out for good timing that it's available right now, and we're glad to be able to have that. We use about 80% of the building. That's a big part of our programming, so we're thankful.
That's big programming, because that's a big building.
It is. So yeah, if you've got kids, parents, I mean, they don't have to stay. They can come and bring their kids and have like almost like a vacation Bible school here on the grounds.
That's exactly what I was thinking. It's kind of like you can go to work, but bring the kids in.
You can.
Yes, indeed.
Yep, from 10 until noon. And so in the afternoons, then we're off. But here on our campus, right out here in this whole area, in this parking lot, it's going to be filled with lights and food trucks. We're going to have 3 food trucks throughout the week, so you can have lunch, breakfast, lunch, and dinner out here. That's open to the community. You don't have to come to the conference. You can come and grab some food. And then at 7:15 at night is our evening programming, and that happens here in the Tabernacle. So we have an evening service with worship and speakers every night.
Okay.
And I should mention that from 10:30 to noon, there's 5 what we call morning communities where adults can come, and there's 5 different options of classes. You can find them on our website.
Okay.
There's one on marriage, there's one on spiritual growth, there's one on a book of the Bible and Acts. We've got some great options, and those happen all over the campus.
Yeah, and speaking of the campus, there have been some changes from when a lot of people would have been coming here 2 years ago.
There have been, yeah. So what we'd like to say is this, that our theme this year is renew. And we pick our theme before we knew COVID was a word, and it was just a really beautiful theme to come out this year, because really the idea of God bringing renewal to us, and what we can learn from these past 16 or 17 months, and how we can be refreshed and renewed. And our campus kind of echoes that. There's a refreshment and a renewal that's happened here in the last few years, and during our capital campaign. And we really, we love this place that we're in.
Yes.
And we want to beautify this space. It was getting a little tired. It needed a little updating, and we hope to beautify the neighborhood and provided some new necessary meeting spaces for us as well.
Well, after 86, 87 years, I'll probably need a little some work done myself. Probably well before that. Now, does the capital campaign continue, John?
It does continue. So we are about 2/3 of the way to our goal, and the next parts of the capital campaign is paying off some of our acquired property, and then also installing eventually some parking. And so that's what we're working towards in the future. And again, we want to be good neighbors to the community and see that parking that we want to install in the southwest portion of our campus as a place we can connect and bring the community in and allow them to use as well. And so we are really this week just celebrating where we're at. I mean, God's provided for this place on the gifts of people for 87 years.
Yes.
And He continues to provide for us through people's just generosity. And we are just celebrating that this week and saying, wow, look at the changes that have happened here. Look at how many lives have been impacted here. Yes. And we just want to celebrate the renewal that's taken place.
Yeah. And I think a lot of that generosity, John, comes from the fact that for the many families come back here year after year, they're getting something out of it.
Yep.
And there goes the generosity. This means so much to me. I want to make sure that I'm generous too.
Yep. And we found that to be the case. One quick story. There was a gentleman here that came to the conference here when he was a child, and he felt like he was really impacted here and called into being a pastor. And this past year, I think he was maybe 55, he passed away unexpectedly. But in his obituary, he said that he marked this place and this week as a time when it really God cemented in his life what He wanted him to do. And there was probably 800 or 900 people at his funeral that came and said, hey, we appreciated the way that this man impacted our lives for Christ. And we just saw a beautiful outflowing of stories like that start here.
And I'm sure there's many stories like that. Not everybody becomes a pastor or a member of the clergy, but it's the way they lead their lives, the way they teach their children and treat their neighbors and friends.
Oh, it's just, we hope to make an impact that way, where people can really just see like a spiritual shot in the arm before your school year starts, before you kind of get back into the routine of life at the end of the summer, and be able to say, hey, let's just inspire people to live differently.
Yeah. So the time to renew is now. Okoboji Bible Conference, year number 87. If people do have questions, they want to see what they can bring their kids to, what they can come to, what's the best way to find that out?
The best way is at okobojiconference.org on our website, or you can stop in our office, which is right at the corner of Highway 71 and Broadway. You can pick up one of these brochures that has all your information in it throughout the week.
Very good.
And I would encourage people, if they've never come before, just try coming one night. Just kind of see. It's kind of an Okoboji thing if you haven't been here before. Since we've been here 87 years, just stop in and be like, hey, now I can say I've been to the Okoboji Bible Conference.
Do it on Okoboji time.
That's right.
Just kind of show up.
That's right. All right. That'd be great. We got chairs outside. You can just sit in and enjoy beautiful weather and a beautiful place. So.
I bet you've had a lot of people come back year after year who just started with that very thought.
That is exactly it. That is exactly it. Yep.
Jon Pausley, thank you for being here with us. Thank you for all your work for Okoboji Bible Conference Ministries.
Absolutely. Our pleasure.
My pleasure indeed to have Jon Pausley here with me today. Okoboji Bible Conference Ministry this week starts on Saturday. Get online and check it out and stop in and enjoy a week of spirituality and renewing this year at the Okoboji Bible Conference Ministry. We want to thank Jon for being here with us. We thank you for watching us right here on Okoboji Broadcast. Okoboji broadcast from the studios at historic Arnold's Park Amusement Park is brought to you in part by the headquarters of the University of Okoboji is at the Three Sons, open Monday through Saturday 10 to 5 and Sunday from 10 to 4. The Scott Troutman State Farm Agency in Spirit Lake, Quest Wealth Management, a financial advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services, advisor Jan Spielman, AJ Spielman, and Erica Wachholz. Ducky's Marine and Motorsports Repair in Spirit Lake. Bank Midwest, dream big, plan wisely, live well. Lakes Regional Healthcare and Avera Partner. Ruthven Locker at the Lake, where carnivores are welcome on Hill Avenue in Spirit Lake. Beck Engineering in Spirit Lake. Be Radiant Laser Skin Studio in the Okoboji Plaza in Okoboji.